Atletico is probably winning La Liga this year. Welcome to a long hiatus, and I'll probably address that in a future video, but let's get to it. La Liga is right around the corner. It is July 30th. I think it starts in 2-3 weeks, and the preseason thus far, as a Madrid fan, having seen what Atletico did to Madrid, I think like a week or 5 days ago or so, in the International Champions Cup, it was eye-opening. It showed you that Atletico looks solid from back line to front line, right? I think they reinforce themselves probably the best, especially in La Liga. Although I know Real Madrid picked up Hazard, and I think they picked up, who else did they pick up? Rodrigo, maybe? I might be missing somebody else. That's completely drawing a blank here, but yes. And I know Barcelona also got Griezmann and Frankie de Jong from Ajax. But listen, big names doesn't always equal success, right? Barcelona already has Coutinho, Dembele, Messi, of course, and then you add Antoine to the mix. It's going to be a tough season for Valverde to figure out how these pieces are gonna how he's gonna move those pieces. And you add the Messi factor, right? The Messi factor is, and it's not taking any credit away from him, it's just that he moves all over the pitch, right? He's not just stationary on one side of the field or in the midfield. He's constantly moving, and as you saw with Coutinho, you clearly see that it takes some used to, or sometimes players just don't even adjust. In the case of Coutinho, right? He always kind of seems blanketed or doesn't know the movement or how to move off the ball with Messi playing, or with playing along Messi. Yeah, but that being said, I think Atletico have done a fantastic job. I think reinforcing that midfield. That defense looks good. I know they lost Godin, which is a big hit to any club, right? If you have a defender from that kind of caliber leaving, but they've looked good. And a Cholo Simeone team is always going to defend well. Is always going to be compact and maybe not so much of a possessive team, but they go in there to score and then park the bus or make it difficult on you to score, right? But yeah, I think João Felix, the youngster from Portugal, who's a sensation, and so far, although it is preseason, I get it. He looks promising and he looks good. Pair that with Diego Costa, who is obviously, he's a little bit older now, but he gets the job done, right? You're not asking him to do. Or is Morata still on the team? Morata might still. No, I have to double check that. But anyway, either pair with one of those. I mean, they're not prolific goal scorers. They're not, the best goal scorers in the world, but they get the job done. They work well with the team, and a player like Joao Felix, who almost mimics Griezmann a little bit, maybe in stature and a little bit similar in style of play. Maybe he could work well off of Costa and the rest of the guys, right? And Lemar also coming in. Maybe this could be a proving season for him. Then you have Hector Herrera, who came over from Porto, who's a solid midfielder who just fortifies that midfield along with Koke. And I think they picked up another, of course, Marco Llorente from Madrid, from Real. And then Hermoso, who I believe comes from Espanyol, but another solid player. And I think again, not big names as the Barcelona's or Real Madrid's have, but again, sometimes it's just, can the team play together? Can they achieve what in this case, a Cholo Simeone wants? And I think a Cholo Simeone team for some reason has always been egoless. It's always been a united team, right? You see that they went to 2 Champions League finals, both lost against Madrid, but talking about some solid teams. And I think, to me, in my opinion, from what I've seen thus far, perhaps the most complete team going into this season. I could be mistaken. But I don't see Real Madrid's back line has been a little shaky. I don't know. What can you expect from Ramos at 33, 30, 34? What can you expect from Modric at 34, right? One of my issues with Real was I think they held on to Modric a little bit too long. They should have gotten rid of him right after the World Cup. Hell, even that year before, I think it was like 32, 33. Yeah. Should have gotten rid of him. I know Inter was interested, but they just didn't budge and didn't let him go. So, how much more does he have in the tank? How well does Zidane move pieces in the midfield? Even Toni Kroos is only, I think, 29, 30, but he's played a ton of football, right? With Bayern, with the German national team, and with Real. I think if Zidane gives some playing time to, I know they loaned out Ceballos, but James could be a big part of that team, right? If Zidane gives them some playing time. Barcelona, again, it's also an aging team. You have Piqué, who's hasn't getting any younger. You have a Busquets, who's also not getting any younger. Messi, right? Yes, he's an anomaly, similar look to Cristiano, but at some point, Father Time's undefeated, right? You hear it everywhere, but they lose a step. Maybe, hell, if you lose a step, and especially with Messi, who's a lot of change of pace, right? In 1 minute he's slowing down, the next minute he's speeding up. Can that affect his style of play? But yes, wrap it all up. Atletico, to me, seems destined to win La Liga. I don't know about the Champions League. I know there's still some other teams out there that, Juventus, who did really well in picking up pieces for that midfield. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and it's good to be back. But yeah, hope you guys have an awesome day, guys. Take care.